Welcome to Warrior Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 13th. We're in May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And this is such a great opportunity for us to connect with mental health because I'll share with you guys, I do have a couple of family members that, have struggled with mental health issues. And so my heart goes out to everyone who is in that space because I know it can't be easy. So yeah, with that being said, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm so excited to talk about today's topic because, hey Brenna, thanks for tuning in. Because many people right now are losing their minds, if you will. They're either feeling frustrated or, there's a lot of emotion coming up for people right now because of quarantine and because of the situation that we're in. And whatever space you're in is perfect. And the opportunity is that my intention is that you actually are equipped with tools so you can be a conscious creator of your life and create a life by design versus living a life by default, and choosing to be conscious about what you're creating instead of like being pulled in too many directions that are not serving you. Hey Carl, thanks for tuning in. So I'm super excited to be speaking into some tools that you can use to hone in on your mindset and also support you in getting your mind strong, building that mental agility and mental strength, in addition to other strength like physical strength, etc., spiritual strength, all the strengths, right? So if you're tuning on here live, say hello so I can see you. And if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag Encore so I can say hi and thank you for tuning in. All right. So with that, we're talking about mindset and yes, designing a life, not like living by default. Yes, Carl, you got that right. You absolutely got that right. So, yeah, and if you're on here live, give yourself some hearts so I can see you because I like seeing hearts and hearts. Like the world right now needs love. Okay, you know what I'm saying, people. So if you feel me, give yourself some hugs and hearts and stuff like that because that's exactly what we need right now. The collective consciousness does require that level of love at this point. So, with that being said, going back to mindset. So I looked up what mindset is, and because I want you to be educated, and my intention is to offer you exceptional content here. Is mindset is a frame of mind, and it's also some of beliefs, opinions, and thoughts that we've formed about the world and ourselves, and it's also a sense through which we observe our world. So my question for you is, thank you so much, Carl. You're so sweet. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all the hearts. I see you. Thank you. So my question for you is, are you viewing your world or actually how are you viewing your world right now, and how are you viewing the world right now? What is your experience of yourself and how are you viewing it? Okay. So that's my question for you. And know that my commitment is that 2020 actually becomes one of the best years of your life. Quarantine or not, it still gets to be an exceptional year. Why? Because you said so, okay? And again, you get to create a life by design, not a life by default. So here's a very powerful quote that I want to share with you, and it's anonymous. I don't know who wrote this quote, but the quote is it goes like this, okay? Your mind is your instrument. Learn to be its master and not its slave. So let that land for a second. So our minds are our instruments. So you choose whether you're going to master your mind and be the master of your mind, or you're going to be the slave of your mind. So that's a choice. That's a conscious choice that you get to make every moment. It could be every moment of every single day. It doesn't necessarily have to be or gets to be every day. It could be every moment of every day gets to be a choice. So here are some strategies for you to manage and master your mind. So first of all, you want to recognize, I'm going to give you a couple today just to keep this short, and today's episode 1, so there'll be episode 2 and beyond. So we're going to start with episode 1, okay? So 2 strategies. The first one is recognize, okay? So recognize what frame and what lens are you viewing the world with. So are you looking at the world from a lens of fear, scarcity, lack? Or are you viewing the world from a space of abundance, love, joy, playfulness, opportunity, curiosity? You know what I'm saying? Wonder. So how are you viewing the world? That's an awareness piece. So you get to be aware, you get to recognize how are you viewing your world. And you also get to recognize your thoughts. What are your thoughts? What is that inner chatter in your head? I call it like the monologue or the dialogue, because sometimes, if you can relate with what I'm saying here, like, give some impressions, is, we have like an inner dialogue in our heads. Like sometimes it's a monologue, and sometimes it's a dialogue, like two voices or a whole committee, they're all fighting with each other, right? Like it's like, and you're like, oh, stop it. I can't take it anymore. If you feel me, just say you feel me. Okay. So recognize that. So recognize those thoughts in your heads and know that you're not your thoughts. Like you're not your thoughts. You're aware of your thoughts, and you get to master your thoughts and not be the slave of your thoughts. So the first step is you being aware. You get to be aware. You get to recognize. Second step, or second strategy for you, is you get to redirect. So what I mean by that, hey Asia, thanks for tuning in. So what I mean by redirecting is get grounded in your intention. What is your intention? Ask yourself, what was your intention at the end of 2019 going into 2020, way before COVID happened? What was your intention? What did you want to create? What were you set out to create? What were you going to be a maniac on a mission for in 2020? Like when 2020 hit, you were like, okay, I'm going to create this. I'm going to have these dreams. I'm going to create these goals. What was that for you? So get grounded in your intention. What is your intention? Redirect the energy. Because the thing is, guys, our thoughts are energy. Everything around us is energy. So how you choose to navigate that energy is going to be your choice. So how are you navigating that energy? So redirect the energy of your thoughts, your feelings, your frame, how you're viewing the world, how you're perceiving the world, how you're experiencing the world, your world, the world. And get it grounded in a space of intention. What is my intention? What was my intention for end of 2019? What did you want to create? So if you're on here live, like share, what was your intention? What did you want to create? What are some of your goals, dreams, aspirations, ambitions? Share them on here. I want to hear from you. So those are things you get to be super connected with, because here's the deal, guys. Quarantine or not, you get to give yourself permission to dream during quarantine. Okay, give yourself permission to dream during quarantine, because life does not stop in quarantine. Life continues, and it will continue. And yes, we are pausing temporarily, and rightfully so. We're pausing temporarily, and we also get to be ready for when it's going to go, like, it's going to be full throttle from here once we're off this whole quarantine situation. Okay. So with that being said, these are two strategies for you. And here's your mission for this week. So we can wrap this up with a mission that you can be accountable for. So your mission for this week is you get to check in with yourself. Check in and ask yourself, where's my mindset right now? Where am I at? Where am I at? Where are you at? Where are you at with your mindset? Like, where are you at? How are you viewing the world? How are you experiencing the world? How are you experiencing life? Where are you at right now? Be honest with yourself. This is not a place for you to be in self-beat up, judgment, or any of that stuff. Be aware, recognize. You get to recognize and be aware and see where you're at, and then shift. Okay. So that's number one. That's your first mission. So if you're here or if you're catching the replay, share what that is. So because I'd love to hear from you, okay? Second part is share what your goals and dreams are for 2020. Like before we stepped into 2020, you had goals, you had dreams. What were they? What are they? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are you looking to create? You get to continue dreaming no matter what. Life gets to move on, and you actually get to accomplish your goals no matter what. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter, we have a global pandemic and the whole world stopped and all this stuff, but that's not going to stop you. You're powerful. You're so powerful, and you're so worthy of creating the results that you're here to create because you said so. Okay? So share with us what your dreams and goals are for 2020 so we can actually make them happen. Declare them so we can make them happen. All right? All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is part 1, episode 1 on how you can manage your mind and not lose your mind in the process. Getting back your sanity is really what I'm saying. And then we'll tune in next week for episode 2. Same time, same station. Warrior Wednesday, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.